Like, imagine he could just shoot at the fucking ground. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what. Like, I don't know much about how his. Like, I don't know much about his lore if that's even possible. But, like, imagine he can ricochet that shit around corners. So it's like if people are trying to hold high to prevent you from your team from walking out, you can just like beam the fucking corner and hit like everyone with ricochet. I don't fucking know. Like imagine, bro. Imagine he's like a more precise, a more precise Squirrel Girl, or like fucking I don't know Moon Knight or some dumb shit. The beam is gonna be insane. It's gonna ground flyers too, like Dino's beam. Dino's beam is a tease to what we're gonna get from him. I don't think. I don't think so. Because then what's the point of even having flyers in the game? I feel like he might have some pseudo flight ability, which is why Dino has his ground. Like I feel like Dino is the reason he can ground flyers, because maybe Cyclops can fly a bit or some shit. The only way they can buff them so that those flyers become playable is that they're giving them extra movement or something. Like they'd have to give them like an ability that makes the grounding effect not as powerful. So I originally predicted or theorized that Cyclops would be some sort of Moon Knight, precise Moon Knight hit scan. Well, I didn't say hit scan, but a more precise Moon Knight, and it looks like that is gonna be the case. I mean, I don't know what else they could have done. I honestly thought they would have gave him some hands, to go with the beam, but it looks like everything in his kit is just full beam. I also theorized that the mobility would go on a cooldown instead of um, just like him being able to spam it, which I guess makes sense. I also thought that if Cyclops gets in the game and he's obviously a more precise hero, you know, what do people play poke into? I mean, pretty much everything, but flyers are something that we talked about in chat while we were speculating, and Rodney was saying that he thought they would buff flyers in season 8.5, and they did, and they buffed the flyers in the ways that I theorized they would, which is the only way I think would have made sense considering how many people just hate playing against flyers in general. But if you want to make flyers playable, in my personal opinion, you would buff their movement, because that's pretty much what's holding a lot of flyers back right now, in my opinion. Um, so I'm pretty sure they buffed Torch's mobility. I don't know why Storm is just left out of the conversation, but I guess it's because she enables her team so much, just by like existing on the battlefield. But sure. Um, but yeah, I mean, I thought Cyclops was from the trailer. He was just gonna be another hero that can pretty much like cover more than one person at a time. Like it showed him hitting multiple targets in his initial cinematic. I mean, we see it in his fucking trailer. I don't think I'm gonna go over the trailer. Or maybe I will. But he can hit multiple targets at the same time. He seems to be a hit scan. So like I said, a hit scan fucking Moon Knight is what he looks like. He has mobility that's on like a 10, 12-second cooldown, which is pretty much the same as Moon Knight, I'm pretty sure. His grapple, I'm pretty sure, is like a 15 or some second cooldown. Um, I'll be curious if he can like slowly fall. I don't know, whatever. But he can knock people back, so he has some sort of CC. He can knock himself back at the same time. He can knock himself straight upwards. So yeah, I mean we got another poke hero that will probably be a lot better at enabling different styles of play. So like imagine Cyclops is just fucking spamming, like just beaming down the line, and the tanks in the back line are sitting a little too close together. He's doing that while the enemy backline is getting dove. It's like surely they, and I'm talking like I'm not talking about Black Cat or DD because they took a hit in the patch notes, but even so, it's like him putting that pressure on multiple targets without really doing anything. Like he's a hit scan hero. Like, do you think hit scan players are gonna miss their opportunity to be hitting multiple targets at a time? Like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, if you're a hit scan player, you're gonna hit your beam. Whether it's on a meter or not, you're gonna hit it. And if people are standing next to each other, they're gonna get hit at the same time. If I'm understanding that trailer correctly. So it's like, hit scan players are gonna have a field day just hitting multiple targets by having good aim. And it's like, again, if the back line and the front line are sitting too close together, put a Venom in there. Put a Cap in there. Put any hero to follow up on that multiple targets being hit at the same time. Like, he's going to be a hero that you can slot in. The only downside from what I'm going to theorize is his mobility cooldowns. Like, they're pretty long. I don't know what his base health is. Maybe I do need to go over the trailer, but his mobility cooldowns aren't exactly like on the shortest cooldown. I don't know if the cooldown starts after he stops pressing his beam or it happens immediately. I don't know. But that's the only downsides I'm really seeing. Like, he pushes himself back as well as the enemy, so it's like, like maybe I don't even know if that's much of a downside because again, he's a ranged hero. He can sit at the back from what I understand and just beam and hit multiple targets just like fucking Moon Knight just sitting in Narnia spamming. I don't think he'll be able to spam as hard, but bro, if someone has good aim on Cyclops, your team is gonna feel that. Like if you guys are playing stacked, they are going to feel that. And then if you run full dive into Cyclops, like it's not he has the fucking mobility. Like I don't know if full dive is gonna really work. Cause by the time he uses both of his mobility cooldowns, I feel like he's gonna be in a safe distance. Um like it's either you like I don't know. I feel like if you cut his heels, maybe I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch the trailer and really try and break it down. But I mean, I don't want to say I was right, but I feel like I was on the right track in terms of what his kit turned out to be. Supposedly, obviously the playtest or the patch isn't out yet, but I mean, I guess it wasn't hard to theorize considering who he is as a character. Um, but yeah, from my perspective, from what I speculated, he's pretty much going to be a hit scan Moon Knight. And in my opinion, that is far worse than Moon Knight himself. Um, but I would love to be wrong, right? In terms of like damage numbers and how long he can actually hold this beam up. Um, because Moon Knight can spam the living fuck out of it. Like, the only downside to Moon Knight is that he has to have aim somewhat, right? So it's like, and he's projectile. So it's like, put that stuff on a hit scan hero, right? You kind of almost had that with Jean, but she can't like pierce. She gets sparks, so it's like you have good aim, you get rewarded with your sparks, right? But with Cyclops, it seems like just have good aim, and if people are close enough, they will get hit also. And then on top of that, I don't know if it's his primary that I don't know if it's an ability that hits multiple targets or like just his primary. Like if he primaries and people are close together, they'll get hit. Again, I have to go over it, but I really think since Moon Knight's already being played and he seems similar to that, he's obviously gonna be able to get slotted in. Like again, the only downsides will be his base health and his movement cooldowns, which s- seem to be not they're not terrible, but they're not great either. Like 10 to 12 seconds, it's not terrible. On top of the fact that he can literally just sit back. I don't know what the max range is, but I'm assuming he's gonna have long fucking range. And closing that gap on a Cyclops, it's like, what if he just beams you and knocks you back even further? Like what? Like you know? So I'm gonna watch the trailer, but I kind of already saw this coming. The poke sort of. I mean, we already knew he was gonna be a hero like this. I wish he was a tank, because I feel like him being a duelist makes the game far less interesting. Like people are just gonna keep playing the same type of shit. Like get a poke hero, get a dive hero, get a dive tank, get a stationary fucking you know anchor tank, and then play whatever fucking backline you want. Like if he was a tank, I feel like it would mix things up a lot more. But whatever, bro. I, I'm just greedy, I guess. So I'm gonna watch the trailer. I'm gonna try to break it down to the best of my ability. Um, or just go over some stuff. And yeah, Cyclops, another duelist. I also will go over it after I watch the trailer. But yeah. Oh, my nose. Um, okay. Okay. Mm, okay, let's see. Let's see. I actually need to check my audio levels. I didn't even check that shit. Like, guys, I'm telling you, bro. Like, this guy is free marketing for rivals. So like, there is not a single way this character doesn't just slot into the meta for like a few fucking seasons. Like, I predicted 3 max or minimum. Like this is their one of their new golden children. If I were to take a guess, because he's like it has 1.2 million in 8 hours. I don't think, maybe I just get to these things way too early, but I'm pretty sure the other trailers weren't doing these numbers. I could be wrong though. So I'm gonna watch the trailer now. Let me just make sure you guys can hear. Did my stream just freeze? Hello? Hello? Wait, can you guys hear Wolverine? Let me just. Nah, that guy's frying me, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So let me see if you guys can hear the video before I. Okay, you can. Okay. Let's see here.
Victory is in my sight. Right on target.
Okay, so
Get off my.
he has a left click and a right click. I'm assuming the right click is the one you can hold, and the left click is sort of like a I don't know. It's like a shot, and then the right click is like a beam, is what I want to assume. But let me try and see here. Um,
Victory is in my sight.
Let me just slow it down because I don't want to have to keep pausing. Where is it? Am I blind? Like this is the left click, like a pop shot. Seems like. What was that? That was his E. Okay. And he gets 2 charges of that. No, it's like people were complaining about a fucking dinosaur. Like, I cannot wait until this hero comes into the game and what people say about this hero, because I'm going to assume there's going to be far less complaints about this hero because he takes skill, he takes aim. I want to see what people say when this hero gets in the game. I'd be very curious what people say when this hero gets in the game. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like Dino isn't fucking boring and like a little annoying to play, uh, and play against, but I don't think he was as much of a problem as people were fucking complaining about. Like, I really don't. Even in pro play, teams were fucking losing with one-sided dinosaur. Maybe it's because he's new, but he definitely doesn't seem like the difference maker um in a lot of those games, but I could be wrong. Maybe he's just, like, I get that, like, in terms of like staying on the objective, he's just like, wow, like, can we kill this fucking thing? So maybe I get that, but like I don't think he was that, like, I don't know, whatever, but I'll be interested to see what people say about this hero.
Target.
Okay, the pop shot, left click.
Get off
What is this? This is his shift?
my
That was his
lawn.
shift? Okay. So look at this here. He's using his right click right now, and it is piercing, not piercing, it is ricocheting off of everybody. So what do we do? What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? Cuz be serious for a second. Yeah, he's using his left click a lot in the trailer. But what the fuck do you think people are going to be using more? The right click or the left click? I mean, I think they'll go hand in hand, but like this seems like free fucking damage. Well, okay, put a Strange in front of this guy. Okay. Do you think Strange's shield is gonna last very long against this fucker? You really think so? Oh, actually, he's just gonna use his F and fly above the fucking shield and do this anyway. So like, what? Then what now? Can we get a shield tank? What now? What now? Oh, can we get a shield tank for this flying fucking beam? Oh yeah? Like, I'm sure Strange is gonna be pretty okay against this fucker, but like be serious. Be serious for a second. Like be serious. Who do you think is going to be able to shoot this guy as he is using his F ability? What heroes do you think are going to be able to challenge this right here? Other fucking poke heroes. Other fucking poke heroes. Other hit scan heroes. I mean, maybe you get a black cat up here and just let her use her one dash to, I don't know. Let me just think here. What heroes are challenging this setup right here? Magneto, sure. Jean, hella. Namor? Hmm. Who else? Punisher. Maybe Moon Knight if that fucker has aim, but why not just get another fucking Cyclops to do it? Um, who else? Angela? Maybe you spear tackle him out of the fucking air and he does this with Angela? Maybe? Maybe he can just push her away after that? Maybe? Like what maybe she tries to pin him and he just pushes her away, maybe? Who else is challenging this setup right here? I'm trying to think. What are you gonna thing jump him in the sky? Maybe you thing slam him so he can't use this ability. Maybe thing slam just shuts this hero down entirely, right? Because if thing slams him, how is he gonna beam out? How is he gonna beam up? Is thing the counter to Cyclops? Would you play thing right into Cyclops? Think about it. The giant rock that needs to get in his face to slam him, the slam that he can also walk out of, does thing counter Cyclops? Think about it. Let's think about it. I'm sure I'm sure there'll be an occasion, but let's be realistic. Will Thing successfully be able to run at this guy before Thing explodes? Let's think about it. Let's say they're running Cyclops Gene. We're gonna play Thing? Are we gonna play Thing so that neither of them can fly away? Hmm. Is that what we're gonna like think about? Like you know? So who else is challenging Cyclops? Let's think about it. Gene for sure. Hit scans for sure. Poke heroes for sure. What tanks? Mag, maybe. Emma. Emma, maybe. Penny. Like I guess we're playing Penny into this fucking piece of shit. Um, like he's just gonna fly up, destroy the nest like this. Surely, like who else? What other tank? Thing? Are we gonna play Thing into Cyclops? I don't think so. Venom. I can see Venom being annoying and just keeping him like out of range from the team. Like I can see Venom being able to do that. He's probably gonna take a lot of heat during that, but I can see him being able to chase Cyclops maybe. Cap, I can see Cap being fucking annoying for Cyclops, like especially if they decide to, I don't know, maybe make his shield actually ricochet back where he's fucking looking. He would absolutely, I think, shit on Cyclops, or at least be very annoying. Um, Cap maybe. Um, what other tank? Rogue. I could see Rogue actually being pretty decent with her 60% damage reduce defensive stance. Like I could see her being okay. And I think Rogue's defensive stance will actually stop this ricocheting from happening if I'm understanding the ability correctly. Because Rogue can like absorb the damage. I would be surprised if she can't absorb this ricochet effect. But I think Rogue, considering her buffs that she just got or she's getting in 8.5, I actually think Rogue would be pretty decent against Cyclops. Like Cyclops would theoretically charge her stance or her Southern Brawl pretty quickly. And the conversion, I believe, just went up for it, or I forgot what she got in the patch notes. But I do think Rogue would be pretty decent. And if people opt to not ban Gambit, um, that is like Rogue could be pretty good in 8.5. Um, so I could see Rogue being okay. What other tanks are there? Strange. I think Strange will be okay. I think Strange will be okay. I don't think he's gonna be like the number one pick, but he's definitely gonna be a good pick against Cyclops to block all this bullshit. Um, who else? What other tank? What other tanks are there? I don't know. Mm, like I don't want to overhype Cyclops, but with most poke heroes, it's like they're gonna have a place somewhere. Like, and I don't think he's gonna be bad in any regard. Like I don't think he's gonna replace anyone besides maybe Moon Knight. But imagine you run Cyclops Moon Knight. Like that's just a whole lot of fucking damage, is it not? Like they're both just fucking ricocheting off your entire team. Is that not fucking like? Does that not sound awful? Does that not sound fucking terrible? Like the comps I was theorizing like in my head when I saw this trailer, because I watched it before I started stream. I was thinking Gene Cyclops. I think that's the comp people are probably gonna run to a lot. Or that's what I was thinking. Gene Cyclops, like pair this guy with any other poke hero, I think it's gonna be very fucking annoying. Like call me crazy, I think that's gonna be so fucking annoying. Playing against two like Cyclops and another poke, like playing against poke in general is already fucking awful, in my opinion. Like playing against Moon Knight, fucking Punisher, like playing against poke is just, I think it's garbage personally. Um, I love playing with a good hit scan player, but like playing as a tank and just eating poke damage is so fucking miserable. Um, like I would genuinely rather Dino fucking grab me every 5 seconds than try and walk my team into spam. Respectfully, I'm not joking. I, this is me personally. I am not trying to walk my team into spam. Like I hate that shit because as soon as I try and walk, like I'm just eating fucking pee pee, and I fucking hate that shit. Like I rather you displace me, honestly. You caught me out of position, fuck it, bro. Whatever. But you sitting in Narnia spamming me, I absolutely like. And then when I go to run dive, I'm the only one on dive, and it's like I can't, bro. But I'm getting off on a tangent now. I spent way too long discussing this one ability or this one setup, but be realistic. What heroes are challenging this? What are you gonna put? Okay, let's put flyers in the air and let the flyers handle this nonsense. I guess. Maybe let's play flyers into Cyclops. Maybe that's the answer. Surely, right? Surely let's put the new torch against Cyclops. I actually think that might be a good matchup, unironically, if his movement get is getting buffed. I think that could be cool, I guess, but it's like I don't think the Cyclops would even focus on the torch initially with the damage he can output to the rest of the team. Like I feel like a torch would be a second thought. Maybe I'm crazy. Because at the end of the day, it's like if he's a hit scan, I don't know his range, but it's like sure torch is gonna move around, but like hit scan players, if they're good, do they not just shit on fucking flyers on this hero? Like maybe I don't know. Like is he even aiming at these people to hit them? Like I'm pretty sure he's aiming at the ground right now. He's not. Is he even hitting Loki or is he hitting the ground? I think he's hitting the ground, and everyone on the team is getting hit right now. That like I know they're hyping up the character. I know they're making him look good for the marketing, but like, bro, like think about like I'm trying, like think about him like Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a fucking spam demon. He's a projectile hero that a lot of people who don't have aim rely on the unk. Like, and I'm not getting at Moon Knight players. Like, I get if you want to play, like, whatever. Moon Knight's a character people play, but like, be realistic. Moon Knight, you don't necessarily have to aim. If you throw your unk, you shoot at the unk, it will hit enemies as it ricochets. You don't really need to look at targets, which is like cool, right? This guy has that, and he's hit scan. It's like, does that like, am I crazy? Like I know Moon Knight's not like an S tier hero, but like the amount of damage he can output just because he can do that, just because he can ricochet off the entire fucking team, the whole game. It's like sure he has 100 charge of this ricochet, but it's like, I mean, maybe I'm crazy. Whatever. I'm maybe I'm overhyping this guy. I don't think I am. So he's he's levitating right now. By the way, I don't know if he'll have like an ascend descend mechanic, but right now he is just levitating in the air. So again, what heroes are you gonna use to challenge this levitation? What are you gonna send your Doctor Strange up to block this beam? You're gonna levitate your Doctor Strange off point to prevent this from happening. Is that what we're gonna do? Or what? Maybe you put Iron Man in front of this guy? Is that the answer? Like what? Like I'm sorry. I whatever. So sorry. Let me see this again. So cooldown starts as soon as he starts levitating. Whatever. Cool, right? Cool, right? Uses one of his E charges to just other team on objective. Like, I'm trying to like, oh my God, like this ability alone, combo it with anything, combo it with anything, any of your other teammates' cooldowns, even their ult. What if, let's say Jean wants to ult, just send one of his E charges in there while she's crashing down. No, or like I don't know. Maybe I'm sorry. I just hate. Maybe I'm just a poke hero hater. Cause this shit looks so insane to me. This is a hit scan hero, is it not? That can also ricochet off the environment and levitate. And he gets overshield. I didn't even like. And he's 275. Sends one of his E charges. Gets what? 25 overshield? Or am I stupid? That's 25 overshield, no? So sends one of his E charges, gets overshield. Not a lot of overshield, but it's overshield. Like, bro. Penny? Whatever. Penny is what? I don't know how much HP she is right now. She's more than half. She's like healthy right now. Whatever, bro. They only have one rocket. Whatever. The rocket's not healing. Whatever. This can all be out healed. Whatever. I'm just gonna go with that. This can all be out healed because obviously these are bots not playing the game properly. Nah, yeah, nah, yeah, nah, yeah. Like, I'm trying not to fucking get mad because I know these trailers try and work in mysterious ways to make characters look better than they are. But be fucking realistic for a second. Where do you think Cyclops players are going to play on the map? Where do you think they're gonna play? Do you think like where do we think these hit scan players with ricochet abilities are gonna want to play on the fucking map? Like, do you think that, like or maybe Hawkeye is Hawk or maybe Star Lord. Maybe Star Lord is able to put enough pressure on Cyclops to prevent all of this, right? Because if Star Lord gets in Cyclops' face and just does his spin, you know, he's gonna need to respond. If Cyclops or if Hawkeye hits him with a headshot, maybe he has to respect it. Like, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to be like irrational, but like take your white. Let's say a Cyclops just takes their White Fox on an off angle, or any support. Do they lose? Like, I'm trying to think. Like, maybe Star Lord will be able to just stay on Cyclops and output enough pressure. But like, Maybe Star-Lord, but like I'm just thinking of Cyclops in the context of this guy is literally a hit scan Moon Knight. Like, sure, he can't fly away as often as Moon Knight can if he has enough height, but will that fucking matter? Like, what is this hero's range gonna be? I need to see that because, like, he seems like he's gonna be a mid-range hero, mid to close range, maybe mid-range, mid-long. I think mid-range is a fair assumption, but I'm just trying to like think. If Cyclops is playing against Dive, he has two mobility abilities. I don't know if they can be paired. So he can still use his shift while he's levitating. So I don't know if there's a restraint to his shift. I don't know if he can only go straight backwards, straight to the side, or if he can just like, omnidirectionally beam himself places. But if Cyclops is against Dive, I really don't think it's gonna be as easy to kill him as like people might think. And then the Moore got a buff as well. So it's like, are we playing Dive in 8.5? Like, I'm trying to think. I think Dive tanks paired with this fucker might be pretty nice. But Dive DPS, some of the best Dive DPS took a hit. I'm trying to think. Like, I just can't imagine a world where this guy isn't just the best follow-up damage. Like, bro, ricochet, hit scan, movement, overshield. It's like, what? It's like Jean, she has to hit her shots or her stun to get her sparks. It seems like this guy can just shoot at the fucking environment and have no issue. Hella has to hit her shots. Who else? Punisher has to hit his shots. Psylocke. I mean, that's a different story. Like, what was that cooldown? 6 second cooldown. It seemed like it was 6 second cooldown. It looks like it's longer than 6 seconds. I think it's because he used the second charge while the other one was charging back still, but let's say it's 10 seconds after using both. So let's see here. So 325, yeah, okay. So he's walking down objective with his right click. No. He's definitely going to be able to move however he fucking wants to. But I think once he uses his shift, I think he I don't know if he's going to have ascend descent cuz it look like he's levitating right now. I don't know what dictates, like I don't know if he's going to have ascent descent. it seemed, I mean, he fell to the ground, so clearly. So wait, what? His shift? Wait, what? His shift is on a meter. So what does this meter mean now, since the cooldown is up? Can he still? Wait, what?
Pulsing beam.
Wait, what is the meter for?
Extreme
Oh, the meter's for. What is the meter for? I think it's for his right click. Yeah, it is for his right click.
Propulsion beam.
So how long can he?
Propulsion beam.
How long can he send himself back for? I'm curious about that.
Propulsion beam.
I'm curious how long he can
Propulsion beam.
send himself backwards.
No more holding back. Beam. Propulsion beam.
His knockback doesn't give him overshield, which is good. Um,
No more holding back.
I think this is his ult now. Doesn't get overshield for that, thank fucking god. But he just nuked the entire fucking map. Okay. Wait, whoa. Is that a two-hitter? Is that a two-part ult? What the fuck? And he can cancel it. And he can cancel it. So it's basically like a... I don't know what that fucking kill streak is called in Call of Duty, but he's like, it's essentially placing an area on the map. Well, not really, but like it seems like he confirms where he wants to fucking nuke. Because otherwise, why would he need to confirm that he wants to use his ult? Unless he's sending it in a specific area. Or maybe I'm stupid. But, I mean, that doesn't make sense, actually, because you can cancel a lot. I mean... What? Okay. I don't really understand the ult. I just know it nukes people. So the initial blast breaks, you know, Brute's wall, whatever. But it seems like there's a second hit. I'm a little confused about that. I don't really get it. Is it just the area? Okay, I think the line he makes with his ult is the line that will explode on the second hit. So the initial blast and then that pathway then also explodes after a little second. It seems like a pretty good distance.
To me, my.
Seems like a pretty... His ult doesn't look very good. I don't want... I mean, think about it. Ults that go in a line like fucking Blade, people just walk out of that shit. So it's like, sure, he may get like the initial ult damage, but then can people like just walk out of this explosion? I'm curious about the radius on that because it seems much wider than Blade. It seems to be like hitting multiple areas, so it's like, will people be able to like it's in a straight line? It seems like, so that doesn't seem good for like there's so much mobility in this game. I would love to see how fast, the explosions happen, or like if people will be able to react to this, because it seems reactable. So I'm not sure. Straight line ult with a delayed hit. It's like, you know, it's a little interesting. So it seems like he's all about precision, really. So I mean, other than the fucking ricochet, whatever. Never mind.
To me, my X-Men.
Yeah. So I think Cyclops is gonna be able to slot into the meta pretty fucking easily because this, in my head, is their new golden child. Easy marketing. People are probably gonna play this character for a while. Um, he's Poke, so like everyone's happy. Everyone just loves Poke. So I don't think this character is gonna get touched for a while. If anything, I think he'll get buffed before he gets nerfed. Unless people, I don't know, have sense. Um, but again, I'm just theorizing right now, so I could be wrong, but I really don't think I am going to be. Like, when I saw Jean, I knew she was gonna be annoying. And looking at this guy, her fucking, isn't this her man? Like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna both be equally fucking annoying. So, I mean, congrats to them, I guess. But I don't want to play against him right now, from what I'm seeing. Um, I don't know, but maybe I pick up DPS again. It's like, hell no. I mean, he does seem very friendly to people that want to fill DPS, because it's like, yeah, he's a hit scan, but he's also not a hit scan. So it's like, if someone needs to fill hit scan DPS, you can, right? It seems like a lot of the new characters have that going for them. If you're not good at, just pointing and shooting, you got some abilities that will, find their way. So, whatever.